What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Boom, and I am back for another video. And man, we just got the new trailer for Dragon Ball Daima or something like that. And man, I'm so mixed about it. I made a video about it. It looked bad. It did look bad. It's like baby versions of Dragon Ball Z, like baby Looney Tunes. It's like that, and I don't like that. But let's get into Dragon Ball Superman. It's sad, man. Now I feel the same way about Dragon Ball Super I feel about Z, it being gone. You remember that 2000, the 2010 years or late 2000s where you just was a bunch of Dragon Ball Z like fan art and fan videos. Dragon Ball Z Absalon, if you watch that, you know what I'm talking about. So much Dragon Ball fan content, people clamoring for Dragon Ball stuff, and I'm feeling that way now. It's like I miss Dragon Ball Super. I miss Dragon Ball Super. I early on didn't watch it, then I started getting into it after I guess they finished the movies, and I didn't really like the Black Goku part, but I liked the Universe 6 part. I really liked that part, and then the Tournament Power was fun to watch on like weekly, every single week watching the Tournament of Power. That was pretty fun, but then the movies, I'm tripping. The movies were my favorite thing. I love the movies, man. Their movies are so good. I'm just tripping about their movies. That I was like, there's something missing I just really love about Dragon Ball. I loved about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. The movies are just straight up bangers. Each one, great concepts, great villains, and great fighting scenes. The animation is just on point in the movies. Like the Broly movie is like my favorite movie, man. I seen that in the movie theater when it like came out in America. Stuff, banger movie, man. Great movie. People say it's the greatest Dragon Ball movie of all time. It's such a banger movie. But yeah, man. From this Daima new show, Dragon Ball, it's looking like Super's gone, man. It looks like Super's over. It looked like when you produce these shows, man, it's gonna take us years to get something else, man. And it looks like they really ready for this show. They're ready to keep it going, keep it moving. Like Dragon Ball Heroes, like nobody's watching that, but they keep producing it. It's gonna take them years to be like, you know what? Let's end this and move on to something else. And it looks like they're about to do the same thing with Dragon Ball Daima. It's like we're gonna be with this show for a couple years. I miss the Z Fighters. We was getting into more super storylines. Like I want to see who this Moro guy was that people kept hyping up in Granola and Black Frieza and stuff. I really wanted to see Black Frieza because people was hyping up Black Frieza. He looked like a straight up menace. I'm not gonna lie. So I was really looking forward to Super coming back in a new animation style because the Broly animation style was great, and I didn't like the new CGI movie. I didn't really like that movie. It felt like a filler movie, but this newest Dragon Ball Daima, the animation looks great. Like it looks really pretty. The show looks really nice, but it's just baby versions of the main people we like as adults. So that's pretty disappointing. Like I said, it reminds me of Goku and GT when he turned into a little kid. Like, I just don't. I'm a grown man, so I don't want to see that. And yeah, man, Dragon Ball Super's over, man. Well, it might come back one day, and I think it will eventually do so. They'll do something with Super. Like they was really like that was their show for a long time, and they didn't ever call it Dragon Ball Z anymore. They called it Dragon Ball Super. It wasn't no more Dragon Ball Z. And I hope they not doing it now, or it's just Dragon Ball Daima. They don't talk about Super anymore. They act like Super does not exist. That is super sad that they do that, because I really felt they was on point. Weird. Beerus and Wiz are great characters. They have to be up there with some of my favorites. They're great characters. I love them now. It's been years we've seen them. Think about that. Beerus and Wiz are our Piccolos and Vegetas and stuff, man. And Beerus is my guy, man. That's one of my favorite newer characters. I like Beerus. He's cool. So to think like, man, we might never see him again. That was our boy. We might never get the conclusion to the Broly's training storyline. We might not get the conclusion to Goku and Vegeta training with Wiz, or what Frieza's doing because he's alive again, what Jiren's doing, what's his name, Hit is doing, Kaba, Khalifa, Kale, all these characters. We want to see what they're doing. We want to see a universe tournament part 2 with newer characters and stuff. That would have been pretty great. We wanted to see just a lot of arcs, man. People have concepts of like what they wanted to see in the future. It was a big one. People was like, I really want to see that. I know Cooler was a big people wanted to see a Cooler movie because they brought Broly into the store. They could do a Cooler movie, but they're choosing to go a whole different route. I don't know why they're choosing to go this weird route with new ideas and stuff. It reminds me of Boruto. Please just stick to what people like. And then we gotta wait years for Super to come back, man. We was waiting years. The Tournament Power started getting really good at the end. They started the animating the episodes really good. And they stopped playing, man. They stopped playing. But I had to give myself a day. I know yesterday when I was talking about this big trailer coming out, I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna watch this new show. But now today I'm feeling a little bit like more, well, you know, I might watch it. I might watch the show. I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance, but man, we gotta just stick to what we like, man. It's so many more stories to tell. People was hype. That's the main thing. We was thinking, Era was thinking Super was gonna come back. We was getting so hyped. Like, they couldn't have been told us, like, man, hey, it's not gonna be Super. Super's done or something. I wonder if they're just gonna do a partial arc with this and then get into Dragon Ball Super again. I'm not sure if this is a real synopsis of the series, but I think it said like the magic turns into kids. The magic's gonna turn them into kids, and then they have to figure out where to turn themselves back into normal people. Yes, guys, just tell me how y'all feel about all of this. Do y'all feel like Super's coming back? Do y'all feel like Super is done, it's over, and we gotta move on? Is Daima the new series for Dragon Ball? Are we gonna be watching Dragon Ball Daima for a couple years? But peace out, y'all. Anime Boom, my peace.